The first poem that I'm going to read is the first poem of the collection, and this poem is titled Wild Birds Unlimited. All of a sudden, Saturn is in the sky and Mom has cancer, they say. It's on her hip, but I know it's in Hackensaw waiting for my phone call. Riding roadside Ferris wheels, just tall enough to see beyond the Catskills. Making Zen Catholics of us all, even the Ado Mukashvanasanos waiting for that excellent emergency room in the sky. But every time I try ripping, I'm quitting, I promise, from her lips recalling all those old stories bedside. The candy apple reds and Feder Farm whites we're losing to opioids I don't know the names of, and doctors I don't know the names of. But that time, do you remember that time? It was almost our horror movie. It's always on the move, I can never catch it. Where have you gone now? 3 birds wild in a pregnant sky, flying breast of sunrise home for the to whom it may concern summer. They might not see the road again before it's too late. And the next poem from the collection I'm going to read is titled A Stone. Things that belong to you don't belong to you until you're gone. Take this stone where Hector is buried in our backyard. We even had a little funeral for the poor fellow who left us in the night collapsed over his wheel like he'd gone one last time around for old time's sake. Years later, and we don't live there anymore. The new family with another baby on the way might have found that stone where Hector was buried and thought, this rock doesn't belong here, forsaking it further into the woods. I don't remember what it looks like. Rocks tend to lie, so I'll just pretend Hector's buried under every stone. Thank you. And this new poem that I'm going to read is a part of a new project that I'm working on that I hope I will complete ever. It does not have a title. If I were a hand, I would hold those parts of buildings where babies are kept. Finger puppets. Create a space you didn't know you had. Sincere process. Infinite set. Dominoes, natural numbers, all go down, kicking out the non-believers. Sincere process. What you do feel like not saying, when will you be were? He will say, where? He is, you are, there. Then, thereupon, at a loss, say, night. He will say, where? Say, all things. He will say, you are called? Say, because of the summary, having become, he, it has the fiery, he will say. Did you receive, inherit? Say, in a pit. He will say, where is your, say. In the, he will say, will you gird? The heavenly, say, death. He will say, why, having girded yourself, this has 4 tassels, very sharp and much. He will say, because of through hot and cold. He will say, red linen. He will say, why? Say, red border, the linen, however, he will say, has been wrapped. Say, the Savior's. He will say, who is the Father? Say, the one who begets everything. He will say, how? Did you become a Leo? Say, by the, of the Father. Say, drink and food. He will say, in the 7th. Question 1A. What year is this? Time 10 seconds, score 1. B. Which season is this? Time 10 seconds, score 1. C. What month is this? Time 10 seconds, 1. D. What is today's date? Time 10 seconds, 1. E. What day of the week is this? Time 10 seconds, 1. 2A. What country are we in? 10 seconds, 1. B. What county are we in? Time 10 seconds, 1. C. What city, town are we in? Time, 10 seconds. 1. D. In home, what is the street address? In facility, what is the name of this building? Time, 10 seconds. 1. E. In home, what room are we in? In facility, what floor are we on? Time, 10 seconds. 1. 3. Say, I'm going to name 3 objects. When I am finished, I want you to repeat them. Remember what they are because I'm going to ask you to name them again in a few minutes. Say the following words slowly at 1-second intervals. Flower, house, bird. Time, 20 seconds. 3. 4. Spell the word earth. Now spell it backwards. Time, 30 seconds. 5. Now what were the 3 objects I asked you to remember? Time, 10 seconds. 3. 6. Show, flower. Ask, what is this called? Time, 10 seconds. 1. 7. Show, dog. Ask, what is this called? Time, 10 seconds. 1. 8. Say, I would like you to repeat this phrase after me. All of the children were recent recipients of awards. Time, 10 seconds. 1. 9. Say, read the words on the page and then do what it says. Then hand the person the sheet with a flower for on it. If the subject reads and does not close their eyes, repeat up to 3 times. Score only if subject closes eyes. Time, 10 seconds. 1. 10. Hand the person a pencil and paper. Say, write any complete sentence on that piece of paper. Note, the sentence must make sense. Ignore spelling. Time, 30 seconds. 1. 11. Place, design, eraser, and pencil in front of the person. Say, copy this design please. Allow multiple tries. Wait until person is finished and hands it back. Score only for correctly copied diagram with a 4-sided figure between the 2 5-sided figures. 1 minute. 1. 12. Ask if the person is right or left-handed. Take a piece of paper and hold it up in front of the person. Say, take this paper in your left hand, whichever is non-dominant. Fold the paper in half once with both hands and put the paper down on the floor. Score 1 point for each instruction executed correctly. Takes paper correctly in hand, of 1. Folds it in half, of 1. Puts it on the floor, of 1. Thank you.